Hello, privyetiki. So ladies, today I will be sharing with you a lot of tips on how to look good and put together. I think this is something every one of us would want to know. I mean, I researched on this because I wanted to know, and I've really learned a lot and put these things into practice. So I thought, why not help my friends and see you guys flourish too? So yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm going to start basically with talking about our skin and our health, because if you want to look good and put together, you need to look healthy, you need to look fit before you can even look put together, because you don't want to look pale. You want to make sure you have healthy skin, and this is something we struggle with. I personally struggle with that, and what I have been doing to attain healthy skin is I've been drinking a lot of water. I take a lot of fruits, and I try to have a lot of healthy foods as well, and I've been taking vitamin C. I'm not sure about skin and hair tablets, vitamins yet, but when I am sure, I will do some research, and if anything, if I take them and I think they're good, I will recommend. But the first thing is to take care of the inner beauty before you can bring it out. So the second tip I have for you is to have your hair always looking clean. Ladies, if you're African or African American, you can always have a nice wig, you can have a nice hairstyle, I think we're very privileged to be able to change our hairstyles so much. But even if you're Caucasian or Asian, you have beautiful hair as well, and you can always style it. Just make sure it's clean, always smelling good, and try different styles, because you might find something different every day that could actually make you even look prettier than you thought you would look, than always having the same hairstyle. It's very good to always switch it up and just give a little bit of something new every time. So while we're still on the face and head area, I want to talk about oral hygiene. So it's very good to have a clean white smile. Just because it's the reception, when people are talking to you, you want them to not get distracted by your bad odor or your teeth looking a certain color or a certain way. So just try to invest in good dental care. Always brush your teeth, maybe twice a day at least. Brush your tongue. You can use even some natural whiteners like soda or turmeric and coconut oil. But if you can afford it, please do see a dentist, and they will help you get that solved. You have to see a dentist actually every 6 months as far as I'm concerned, so I recommend that. So apart from having a good smile, something that can also help you, makeup is here for us to just it's to enhance our beauty. We are already very beautiful, but it's just to enhance our beauty. When I am doing makeup, sometimes I actually try to make sure I stay more on the natural side. Like the lip color today, my lower lip is actually naturally pink, so sometimes I try to stay on the natural side, and that's even more prettier. But you can always add color. You can always add red, you can always add maroon, just something more natural and not so loud, like maybe orange or green. You want to try natural colors and something that actually enhances your beauty. You also want to make sure you have a foundation that suits your skin color. You want to make sure your eyebrows look almost natural. I know, but there's actually more natural eyebrows that you can do than these ones, so it's always good to make sure your makeup is not looking like you just put it there. You almost want to look natural, and that's something somebody at church actually told my roommate and I. He said that he loved how our makeup looks so natural, almost as if we are not putting on makeup, and that's the goal. You want to look like you put in effort to look good, but you didn't want to change your appearance. So my next tip for you is to always have some jewelry. Actually, when it comes to jewelry, a little actually goes a long way. For me right now, I'm putting on these pearl gold earrings, and I'm putting on a rich wristwatch which has black and gold on it. And actually, coming to that, you actually want to make sure that the jewelry you're wearing is matching colors. If you're wearing gold, then you want to have gold here and gold here. If you're wearing silver, then you want to have silver here and there. It's always actually better to invest in real gold or silver if you can afford it, for everyday wear, like a simple piece that would be like your signature and that doesn't fade. But if you can't afford it, you can always invest in these little small pieces from drugstores or your any store that, like maybe Gloria Jeans, or sorry about that, like maybe Gloria Jeans or like H&M or Bershka, that you can find these like actually interesting pieces but that still look high quality. So another point I have is for you to make sure your clothes are well ironed and clean. There's nothing more terrible than going out with clothes that actually have a stain on them. And sometimes you think people can't see it when they actually can, and it is very visible, and we just try to convince ourselves that this isn't showing. It actually is. So you want to make sure your clothes are well ironed all the time. You want to make sure they're clean and you've washed off all the sweat, and just it's very important for you to look put together, because that if people see you going out with wrinkles and then it almost looks like you didn't try, you didn't put in effort, and you don't care about your appearance and how you look really. So yeah, you want to make sure that your clothes are put together. For your clean clothes, you obviously need clean shoes. That's the same mistake a lot of us make. Sometimes we feel like people can't tell that the shoes are dirty when they really can, especially if it's white at the bottom and then it's brown because of the dirt or whatever it is. Even if it's your heels that maybe feel like they're a little bit muddy at the bottom because the heel was digging into the grass or whatever it is, it actually does show. So you want to avoid all those mistakes of somebody coming to actually tell you that, hey, your shoes are a bit dirty, you know. So just make sure you always have a clean pair of shoes on as you go about your day. As we interact with people throughout the day, we actually use a lot of hand gestures, or our hands get involved with a lot of things, you know, touching places where a lot of people are looking, or even if you're touching your face or your head or whatever you're doing, your hands actually drag a lot of attention to them. So you need to make sure you always have a clean, fresh manicure. I actually started investing in my nails when I was really young because it was part of one of the favorite things about myself. I really loved my nails and I love taking care of them, and so it's really important really to have a clean manicure. And it doesn't always have to be gel, it doesn't always have to be done by a nail technician. You can keep your nails clean at home with a simple nail polish, or you can keep them even without nail polish. Just make sure that they're clean. You don't want to ever have chipped nail polish because that just ruins the look. And this is something I'm also trying to work on, having a pedicure or a clean pedicure all the time as well, because sometimes we wear open heels. Today I was in open heels or slippers, and people will actually pay attention to your feet. So you want to make sure your pedicure and your manicure are good to go. Now that we're done with actually just the appearance of cleanliness and all that stuff, now I want to share with you guys a little bit about knowing yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to invest in yourself. If you really do want to look good, you want to learn about yourself. You want to know your shape. You want to know what looks good on you, so that you won't waste time buying things that actually wouldn't make you look good. So you need to know your, you know, sometimes people have that triangle shape. I've seen stuff like that, like people having a triangle shape or an hourglass or a square. But if you study your body well, you'll be able to know and buy clothes that actually fit you well, because there are some people who look better in flared clothes and some people who look better in tight fitting clothes. But whatever the case is, my point is you want to make sure that you are wearing clothes that fit you well, almost as if they were tailored specifically for you. So you want to make sure that when the way they're fitting your arm and shoulders, they're holding like really well, and not too tight, not too loose, but really well. If you're wearing skinny jeans, you want to make sure they're holding at the ankle. You want to make sure that nothing is so baggy, unless that's the style you're actually going for, because you can actually rock a baggy style, but if you know how to do it. But if your intention is not to rock a baggy style, then you want to make sure when you're shopping you get clothes that actually fit you well, because when they fit you, if they're holding your waist really nice, if they're holding your arms really nice, if they're holding your legs really nice, then that looks good. It actually looks more expensive than if you're wearing baggy clothes or clothes that are almost not your size, because when they're too small they look a little bit skimpy, and when they're too big they look like they were just hand-me-downs and second-hand clothes. So it's very important for you to wear clothes that actually fit your body. to make you look good and put together. And whilst we're on this topic, it's also very nice to wear either the same color or to know how to match your colors. Today I'm wearing a brown dress and brown shoes, and that looks really nice. I bet you would agree with me. But also you need to know which colors go well together. It's also something you'd actually have to research on a little bit, or if you can tell, because us women have the ability to actually know colors, so you won't be seeing pink, red, and not knowing what is. But you need to know which colors look good together, so that if you're wearing black and white together, that's fine. If you're wearing maybe pink and red, if you're color blocking, that's fine. But also looking monochrome, like black on black, white on white, brown on brown, that also actually makes you look really nice, put together, and elegant. So apart from all of this, we are obviously interacting with people again, so you want to smell good. So investing in a good perfume is very important for you to, it's the cherry at the top of the cake, because people, when looking good actually makes people want to talk to you, want to interact with you, want to get to know you more, and you want to welcome them with that clean smile and a very nice perfume, very nice aroma. So I actually like sweet perfumes, but it depends on what I'm going for. But usually I like sweet perfumes. I think those are more welcoming. So you want to make sure you have a very nice, clean, fresh scented perfume to top up your look. So another thing that people actually don't mention when it comes to looking good is your posture, because you could be looking absolutely amazing and then just not have your posture right. You could be slouching, or you could not take care of your tummy. Sometimes the struggle of tucking in your tummy. Yeah, you want to tuck it in actually, or wear a tummy tucker, because your posture really matters. If you're wearing this dress that's going to bring out maybe your curves, or it's fitting you fine, you want to make sure you take care of your posture. You don't want that arched back to be sticking out of your beautiful dress. You want to make sure you sit up straight, walk upright, know how to walk in your heels. If you're going to be wearing heels, know how to walk with them, which is actually what I actually wanted to add on a little later, that heels actually do make an outfit look more elegant than flat shoes. But it doesn't matter. If you don't like heels, you don't always have to be in heels. You can wear really nice, clean, flat shoes that have maybe some pearls on, or some clean, just as long as it's a clean design. I'm not against flat shoes. I wear them as well. But heels can actually make you look taller and more elegant, and can actually step up an outfit. So yeah, you want to make sure your posture is right. You know how to walk in those heels that you're wearing, and yeah, you look confident, because when you sit right, you look more confident. So I know you might not have thought I would add this, but dressing according to the occasion also plays a role in looking put together. Because if we are going for a dinner and then you come in jeans and sneakers and you look nice, it still will not look like you have things together, because you have not dressed according to the occasion. So if you're going for a wedding, you want to make sure you put on that dress. If you're going for dinner, you want to make sure you put on that dress. If you're going for sports, you want to make sure you're putting on those nice sneakers, or those nice jeans, or that nice sports suit, whatever it's called. Yeah, it's really important to dress according to the occasion for you to look like you actually know what you're doing. You need to understand the occasion, what's going to be happening, where you're going, in order for you to prepare yourself for that occasion very well. So last but not the least, I want to urge every one of us to always leave the house feeling comfortable. It's good to look good, but it's better to feel comfortable, because if you feel like you look good and then you're not comfortable, it's cost 90. That's just gonna cancel out, because if you're not comfortable, you'll be very cautious about what you're wearing, and you will end up always trying to cover up something, or pull down something, or feel comfortable if something is holding you too tight, and that will mess up your confidence. So you want to make sure, above all, that you're comfortable in what you are wearing, so that you can enjoy the day or the night or the event or whatever it is you're going to, and look put together. So yeah, that's the end of my video for today. If you guys liked it, please let me know, because it really means a lot to me to know that I'm actually helping somebody out there. And other than that, I'll see you in my next video. So please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.